Building apps is not enough. You have to learn marketing. So, building is fun. You code for a while, you're spending all these nights, all these mornings creating your app, creating your game, creating your website. And at the end, after all this coding, all this time that you spent coding your app, building all the small details, it's finally finished. You tested yourself, and there's a couple of issues, you fixed them. But after, when everything is fully done and you're satisfied, you test yourself and everything works. Everything is linking from the start to the finish. There's no issues. And you're super proud of yourself. You're happy. Okay, you've tested yourself. Now, you've built this not only for yourself, now you have to show it to other people. What do? Well, the first thing you can do is to show it to your friends and families. Very quick, very quickly, you could find them on your phone, send them a link on Facebook, Messages, Instagram, whatever social media platform you're using. And your friends and families are going to test it. They're going to test it and they're going to compliment you in the end. Even if they don't like it, even if your app isn't the best or even if it sucks, they're going to compliment you because you're their friend, you're the brother or you're the sister, you're someone they know. They don't want to break your heart, after you've coded for such a long time and you've worked hard. And I'm sure you kept telling people, your friends and families, oh, I'm building this app or I'm building this website. And they're like, yeah, 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 until they see the final product and they're like, oh, cool. Yeah, actually, you built it in the end. So whether they like it or not in the end, because they've seen how much effort you've put or they heard how much effort you've put, they're gonna compliment you in the end. So they're gonna use it maybe for a couple of times or maybe just once and just reply back, hey, nice app, nice website that you created. But then that's it. They're never gonna use it again. Now what? It's just you and your app. What do? You've shown it to all your friends. You've shown it to all your family members. Now what? Well, you have to learn. Now you have to learn to show it to other people. So you've shown it to your friends and families. You show it to there are people you know around you, but now you have to learn to show your app to the rest of the world. You have to learn how to market. And you have to remember that before, when at least you were creating your app, you could have told yourself, okay, at least I built this app. I know how to code and I know how to build apps or I know how to build websites. And you could feel proud of yourself and just be okay if no one used it, because you could have told yourself, well, at least I coded this. I know how to code this. But now it's really hard to feel proud of yourself if now it's more than it's the easiest time to build all of these apps and all of these websites. Coding is not as special as anymore as before. Coding is not as special as before. It's not special anymore. With so many AI tools available and so many things that you can use to build all of your apps, all of your websites, and all the things that you have in here, all the ideas, then you can't really see coding as something special. Because you could just fire up Cursor, for example, or Bolt, or V0, and just type in a prompt. Hey, I want to build this website. I want the user to be able to authenticate. I want the user to be able to buy this, send this message, and do this and do that. And all of these tools will go from design to code to actually fully building your product for you in a matter of minutes. So now it's very easy to build apps, very easy to build all the projects you want. So coding is not as special as anymore. What you need to do what happens because of that? Now there's so many more builders. There's so many more coders now, and there's projects coming in left and right, new websites, new apps. So when there's so many things on the market now, what do you need to learn? What do you need to learn to do is to actually find how to market your app. If you want to do this on the long run, and you're not treating, building these projects and all of these websites as, some, as a personal hobby, and you're trying to actually succeed and actually make money, then you have to learn how to market your app, because that's how people will find it. So after you've shown your app to your friends and families, now you have to market your app so that a lot of other people can find your app. Random people around the world can find your app. You have to learn how to first market so people find your app, and then you have to learn how to sell so that people buy your app. And this is the key thing. You want people to buy your thing because you want to earn a living. You want to do money with this. Because if it's just all for free and you're not making any money and you're just treating this as a hobby, then you don't even need people to find your app. Just treat them as a hobby. Just you, your friends and families use your own app. But if you want to do this on the long run and you want to earn so that you could continue doing this as a job, then you have to learn to show your app to the rest of the world and then sell it. And also, ideas are not as important anymore. So we can't really treat ideas as this. I have this app idea, or I created this app, and it's such an amazing app. I'm sure I'm gonna succeed. No, your app idea is not gonna bring users. You have to do the work to bring all of these users, because there's a lot of companies that find projects or apps or websites that have a low count of a user base, and then in the end, if they like the product, what they do, they just copy it, they steal it, then they learn to market the app a lot better than you, and then they get all the users, they get all the money in the end, and in the end, people might even think that they created this idea because no one knows about you, no one knew about your app. They were the one that came into the market first to actually showing it to the users. So what you have to do is to learn how to market your app. And there's a bunch of ways to market your app. You could do ads, Google ads, Facebook ads. You can learn how to do all these stuff, targeting your niche, targeting your audience, and showing the right ad to the right people. You could run your own social media accounts. So let's say you have an app, a productivity app that you created for the App Store. Now you could create a social media account where you could create funny videos about productivity or motivation videos about productivity, creating daily posts every day so that people engage with your post. And in the end, what you want to do is to bring them, is to get this following, to get these eyeballs on your account so that you could funnel them into your app. And then when they're funneled into the app, you want to learn how to sell inside the app so that people end up buying a subscription or an app purchase. Another way is to work with influencers. So let's say if social media is not your thing and you don't know how to grow an account, well, you could work with social media influencers that have big accounts, that have a big following. So you don't have to do all of this work to build your own audience. You can work with creators that already have a big audience. So the only thing they ask of you is payment. So if you're okay with payment and you have the budget, then you pay all of these influencers. So you can work with, let's say you created a new app, you work with a couple of influencers with a decent following, then they're going to promote your app, and then boom, in a matter of days or hours, you're going to get so many installs inside of your app. And then if you you configure your app properly, and everything is set up properly, and you place things in ways that made it easy for people to buy and invites people to buy inside your app, then everything works out. You get revenue inside the app, and then the money you spend for the influencers, you get it back, and you get profit in the end. Granted, this doesn't always work, but it's business. And in business, you have to take some risk. You have to pay some things up front to see if you could get some profit in the end. Sometimes you get revenue, but no profit. And sometimes you get profit in the end, which is business. So bottom line, learn to market so that you can make money, so that you can make, so learn to market so that you make, learn to market so that you can make money, so that you can keep doing this forever. Because if you don't make money, you're gonna stop at some point. Make money so you can create apps and do this forever. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.